Hey everyone, welcome back to Zelda WindWaker playthrough. Today we are going to do something really important in the game, which is getting the pretty much item of the game, which is the Master Sword. Yep, that's what we're gonna get. And it's going to be in this video too. So, anyways, here's what happens. After we've beaten the boss, this little golden portal thing will appear, and you're going to go in it. And this portal will transport you to Hyrule. So, any of you Zelda Ocarina of Time veterans will instantly know what this place is. Those who do not will probably have no clue where they are. Which is what I found really strange about this particular scene in the game is that Hyrule in this game, in Zelda WindWaker, doesn't look anything like Zelda Ocarina of Time. I have no idea why that is. For anybody that's actually played Zelda Adventure of Link, the layout of the castle and how the castle's on that island looks very much like Zelda 2 Adventure of Link, the second Zelda game, which came out on NES. So I don't know, it literally looks that way. It does not reflect anything of Ocarina of Time layout for Hyrule. By the way, there's going to be a lot of fighting you're going to be doing after you get the Master Sword. Like, you see all these monsters, you're fixing to fight every single one of these things. So, I'm just saying be prepared, because it's going to be one hell of a fight. But it's going to be one freaking easy fight. I think I may have made some careless errors, but it's all good, not too hard. Anyways, when you get to this part, you need to move these blocks, and you're gonna move these blocks in that triangle in the center right there. Those triangles, these blocks have to go in these triangle things. To tell you the truth, I really hate these puzzles, even though they're incredibly easy. I don't know. I'd rather have these puzzles than some of the puzzles the game chooses to do. I'll take that back. So just move these blocks just like this, and make sure you can get it to the triangle. Ah, hate that. finally. So if you did it correctly, the blocks should sink down into that triangle, and whatchamacallit, this triangle thing, I'm just gonna call it the Triforce. It moves the block, the Hero of Time block, and that little passageway leads to the basement, and that's where you can get the Master Sword. Alright, cool. Alright. So here we are at the Master Sword. The King of Red Lions congratulates you. And if you notice, the King of Red Lions is not, in fact, using the stone Tetra gave you to speak to him, so I'm not going to spoil any more things, but there's something really special about the King of Red Lions, and I just gave you a really big hint. But we'll find out pretty much 2 videos from now who the King of Red Lions really is. So, yeah. So, yeah, we got the Master Sword. Now you will see why you're going to have to fight every single one of these monsters. Color starts returning to the castle, and yeah, basically what's really happening is the Master Sword kept Ganon's magic intact, but it also prevented him from doing anything too outrageous or something, I think. Like, he couldn't take over Hyrule or something like that. But the Master Sword, as long as it stayed in the pedestal, he couldn't use his magic. So now that Link took it out, now he can. He broke the seal. So that's not a good sign, because we know this because the monsters are roaming about, and plus Ganon's going to tell you himself that that's what actually happens. So anyways, sorry TV interference, I was just messing with the plug there. I'm gonna fix it. For some weird reason, when I'm recording these videos, I get these strange lines on my TV. I don't know why the hell they're there, but they are. And by the way, a great little tip here is, in order to get like the best spin attack, I don't know if I said that I'm not gonna choose to get it, but I am. I'm gonna end up getting it. But I mean, it's not like y'all are really gonna use this spin attack. But in order to get it, equip your grappling hook in this section of the dungeon. Make sure you have it, and steal every single one of these Dark Nuts Knight's crests. I say this because you need 10 Dark Nut crests, and as hard as you may think to believe, there's not that many Dark Nuts around or easy to find, and this is like really, I wouldn't say probably the only part of the game, but probably the most mandatory, most convenient way we're going to give you Knight's crests. So I suggest doing that if you want to get that special spin attack from Orca on Outset Island. anyways, if you guys are having trouble killing all these enemies, like you can see right now, use like a potion. If you haven't used a fairy, you know, if you're just fucked, then you're just fucked. I mean, but then again, it shouldn't be too hard. These enemies aren't that hard. Not that. But they do take a lot of damage if you're not careful enough. So just be careful. Play smart and you'll be fine. These enemies are actually pretty stupid. Like, what you can do is use the goblins and cluster them. If you want to fight these enemies in clusters, get the moblins. Oh yeah, I just got a skull necklace. But yeah, get the goblins to fight with the dark nuts, and when they try to attack you, their spear will literally hit the dark nut, and it'll give you an extra hit on the dark nut because it'll hit their own enemy. So should help out a bit. That is if you're fighting monsters. I just choose to do 1 or 2 at a time, just cause. Well, really, I'm just doing it cause I'm trying to get the knight's crests. I usually never use the spin attack that Orca's gonna teach you, because unless you just want to do it for fun, I never really use this spin attack. You won't literally see me doing that spin attack at all. Plus it uses up magic, and I don't know. But I'll get it anyways. It shouldn't be too hard. And make sure to kill every single one of these enemies, because if you haven't noticed, all these enemies, if you don't kill these enemies, you can't leave the castle. So make sure you kill them all and you'll be able to leave. Kind of makes you wonder if all these enemies were taking over Hyrule the moment it was falling under destruction. As if this castle, literally this time period was the time where Hyrule was finally falling into Ganon's hands. I don't know, makes you wonder. Oh, those 2 guys fell down. Oh, nice. Jump attack. Dude, I think these guys just die when they fall down off the balcony. That'd be pretty cool. But I don't think they did. Or they did. They did. Alright, well, this is where I'm going to end the video. I'll see y'all next time. Yeah, bye.